Now, if you're someone who purposely puts off bedtime to scroll on your phone or watch TV, join the club. It is a big one. Revenge sleep procrastination is a thing. It refers to people who feel they don't have much control over their daytime life, so they stay up late to take back a little freedom. The condition seems to be universal, especially now with more people working from home. So Kathie is with us now to tell us more about this phenomenon. Kathie, why do people do it?
I guess it's a universal question, Tracy. Why do people do what they do? Why do they not take better care of themselves? I guess we could ask that question about all of us in some way. This sleep procrastination thing was initially claimed by researchers at Utrecht University in the Netherlands, and it picked up steam when it hit the internet in China. You see, in China, there are some illegal work practices called 996, where people agree to work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. This really has become a phenomenon everywhere around the world. But realistically, in my opinion, this should really be called self-sabotage procrastination, because the only person suffering is the one not sleeping. Now, sleep is a big topic for good reason. Many of us have wonky sleep habits, either because of hormones or maybe some other physical condition we might be dealing with. But this is a little bit different, because the only reason you're not getting a good night's sleep is because you want to try to stretch out the day.
Okay, interesting. Now, some people are naturally night owls. They perform well during the day and they're super productive at night, but that's not the same thing, is it?
Well, quite right. I mean, while we have our own rhythms around sleep, we have to pay attention to what research tells us about sleep. And the results are that about 40% of adults get approximately 6 hours of sleep a night, when our optimum is somewhere between 7 and 9 hours. And let's keep in mind that we are in front of devices more than ever before in human history. We're also out of the lifestyle habits we may have had before the pandemic, and we can't forget the stress that we're all feeling during this pandemic pause. So no wonder sleep is being impacted. Now, some people view sleep as a waste of time. You may have heard somebody say, I'll sleep when I'm dead, right? But here's the truth. Sleep is when we reset. It's when our brain gets scrubbed of all the toxins we pick up during the day. It helps us not feel so triggered when we're awake.
Yeah, when you say people think sleep is a waste of time, I'm like, are you kidding me? Because Kathie, I covet my sleep. When I get up in the morning, I think about when am I going to be right back in this spot? Talk to me about who might be more likely to engage in revenge sleep procrastination.
Well, let's be honest, you're probably, and I covet sleep too, we might be sort of exceptions to this rule, because it's high achievers, which we both are. It's working parents, which you are. It's students. And there's a suggestion too that people who generally procrastinate or who have difficulty with self-regulation might be more susceptible to this phenomenon.
Okay, interesting. So it's easy to talk about it, but it is a big challenge for folks who are looking for that control. How do we work on making sleep a priority instead of an inconvenience?
Well, just like everything else we want to change or shift out, we have to understand the source. So let's ask ourselves, what is the source of this need in me to procrastinate on sleep? Is it stress? Is it overwhelm? Is it that if I'm not paying attention to everything 24/7, I'm not enough, or I'm not doing enough? Maybe it's all of the above. The idea that we have a fear of missing out, especially when it comes to social media, is a real thing. And I think if you curate your feeds on social media and you're seeing what you want, not falling down rabbit holes all the time, you're doing what you want with your 24 hours, I think that's badass, because I think it's badass to live life on our terms. Let's remember that a successful life is built on a solid foundation of core beliefs and values. If it's social connection you're craving, set a time and date for it, so it's not taking up real estate in your beautiful brain. You know when you're going to have social connection with your friends. And here's a revolutionary idea. Get up earlier in the morning before the circus starts at your house. Do meditation, do yoga, do some exercise, read, journal. Do something that's just for you so you're extending the day, but you're starting a little earlier so you can end a little earlier.
I love your advice always. Great takeaways there, Kathie.